Alrighty. Ace Attorney. Kidnap Turnabout. So this should be the well, no, this is going to be the final part of the Kidnap Turnabout. We will see how it all unfolds right now. If I can't get permission to investigate the crime scene, then the truth will be lost. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Okay. Mr. Edgeworth, what are you doing spacing out? Have you forgotten? There's only one thing you should do at a time like this. Cry? And what is that? When the people are in a bind, the hero of justice appears to save the day. Look, you just leave it to me. For I am K. Faraday, the second of the great Yatagarasu. It's probably Yatagarasu. I can't seem to convert my own. But a thief, not a hero. Yatagarasu is a noble, and always a thief of justice. That's, of course. If we have enough information, I can recreate the inside of the haunted house with this. Plus, if we then factor in everyone's testimony, you can recreate exactly what happened when I dropped off the ransom money. You may be able to figure out some new information through this. Worth a try. Agent Lang. Ah, so you want to use your little toy? I guess. Okay, hang on. You're about to witness the true power of a real modern-day Robin Hood. That's a gumshoe. Is there a copy of the haunted house blueprints among the police's reference document? Yes, sir. We got it just in case we needed it for the kidnapping case. Alright. I'll input the haunted house data then. What is this? Where are we? It's like we're inside the haunted house. And if we can't inspect the real location itself, path to the truth slumbers here. If I can successfully navigate my way using logic, I'll ultimately arrive at Hughes. Then, I believe I'm ready to investigate the crime scene. Okay, what should I recreate first? You haven't figured it out yet? Maybe I have, maybe I haven't. I'm gonna make you do all the hard work. Very well. I'd like to inspect the moment in which I was ambushed by my abductor. The two of them were definitely in this place at that time. I can verify that. It may provide me with a new job. I had just come into the hallway after leaving the money in the dining room. At that time, I saw a badger slumped over on the floor at the end of the hall. What was a badger doing all the way down there? I also thought it strange. However, I thought maybe it was just simply a mannequin that was set there for atmosphere. You know which badger it was? No. It's too dark to tell. All I saw was its silhouette. In that case, I guess I'll just program a badger silhouette in it. Okay, programming complete. Then I started walking toward the exit. That's when you were struck from behind, right? Yes. That's odd. The hallway's a dead end. Where did your assailant come from? In one location I can think of. I believe my assailant was lying in wait here.
Take that!
Right here. That doll I saw wasn't really a doll. It was in fact a costume kidnapper. Oh, used the costume as the perfect camp. There was the rest of it. Precisely. Waited until I made the drop off. Was about to leave. Then, just as he saw me take a step towards the exit, he stood and launched his attack. Better hiding place than this. Not bad. I'm beginning to think I should steal this tactic for myself. Don't use it to do anything criminal, okay? Balance? What are you asking me for? One of the kidnappers, I figured I should give you the chance to confess first. I was one of the kidnappers, but I don't know anything. I did come up to the haunted house, but I never set foot in it. I left Oliver in charge of picking up the ransom. Put inside? Is he telling the truth, or is this another lie? Alright, then you're claiming that it was Mr. Deacon who assaulted me. Yes, I'm sure it was him. Okay, putting in the new info now. Mr. Deacon was the bad badger, right? Since the bad badger has a gun attached to its right hand, I'll have to change it so the weapon is in the left hand. Now, to verify the facts of this report. You didn't recreate the weapon. Well, I can't exactly recreate something I know nothing about. But tell me, what were you hit with? The attack came from behind, so I have no idea. But I doubt it was someone's bare hand. Okay, then where were you hit? I said on the right side of my head, just above my temple. There's a bit of blood, but it wasn't anything serious. Ouch, something. Why are you smirking like that when you say it? Just your imagination. Let's see. I wonder if there's anything in the hallway that could have been used as a weapon.
Take that!
Heaven, there was indeed one such object lying there in this hallway. A prop sword. Are you talking about this thing here? Yes. So we did find it at the kidnapper's hideout. Wait, yes. Possible that the culprit took it after using it on me. Leave no evidence behind, right? Correct. Maybe worth more thorough examination yet. Luminol. Papa was wearing a costume at the time, so fingerprint analysis. Let's run a luminol test. It's possible that some of my blood found its way onto them. Agent Lang, may I ask for your cooperation in this matter? Sheena, all the lab boys. Understood. If for a dab on the left side, it would appear the blade is spotless. Side of the prop sword that hit you there. I'll update the recreation with the fact that they are focusing on left versus right. I think I have an idea. rest until I have inflicted every suspicious and crayon. Badger will swing his left arm as to club me with the left side of the cross. Just find laters. Crime scene. Shards, there's something different about them. Oh. These I found earlier are thicker than the shards from the design on the back. Other mirrors. What does this mean? Either our pieces or not pieces. So hard to understand. Try explaining it again with the sign so even a thief like me can get it. I'm glancing over and seeing this figure sitting here as I look. I guess I got it spot on when I put it here. I can't take a look. I'm sure there was a imagine this is how he snuck up on you. That gadget of yours can even replicate people's movements? Well, it's used to plan heists, so of course it's gotta be able to stimulate the focus. Definitely very well made. Perhaps too well made. There's confiscated after. Honestly, probably. Finally, I found a clear contradiction of facts about this sword. Except for a bit on the left side, this prop sword is absolutely spotless. However, if the culprit had used his left hand, blood would be on the opposite side. The culprit held the sword in his left hand towards right side. Blood was on the left side of the sword. Which means that he used his right hand to hit you. Exactly. Prop sword. Ugh. There's a large hand guard attached to it. It's possible to hold it with while wearing a costume with such a big hand. Therefore, it couldn't be the left hand or both hands. Must have been. Change the data to reflect a right-handed swing. Not yet, Kay. There's no sense in changing. If you change the parameters to the right hand, it only create a new contradiction.
Take that!
The bad badger already holds a gun in his right hand. Yeah, that's right. And what now if it wasn't... The one who struck me could not have been the bad badger. Are you paying attention, Lance? Mr. Deacon could not have been the one who struck me. Which leaves only you as our primary suspect. Fine, it was intentional. It appears that you lied to me yet again. You have to they catch up to you. Hey, isn't Lance left-handed? Ah, yes, but that's what makes this deception all the more interesting. firing a gun with one's non-dominant difficult. That level of dexterity isn't required to prop sword. Okay, please input this data. The one who hit me from behind was Lance. Or should I say the proto-badger? Here I go! Now we have a faithful recreation of the situation around the attack one. Alright, all we have to do is examine this new recreation.
Not so fast!
What exactly so funny, Agent Lang? That amusing little gadget sure packs a punch, right, Sheena? Yes, it was all I could do to hold my laughter in. Hey, don't make fun of little thief, you mean old werewolf. You and Mr. Edward bring out the best in each other. You guys are a little fun. You know, it's my turn. I've sat quietly by listening. With the crude conclusions of something don't wet this wolf's appetite. There's no guarantee that your toy will always show you the real situation at any given time. All it displays is whatever information you put in there, right? Well, when you put it that way. Your suspicions are wrong. It's not your fault, so I'm going to let you in on this. There's a trick to this haunted house. What may that be? Trick beyond what your tiny imaginations can produce. Shina. Here you are. Now then, what you missed, girlie, is written right here on this pamphlet. 7 Wonders of the Haunted House. The Disappearing Badger? What is this? I'd say that someone around here is fond of theatrics. But as you can see, they set a doll down at the end of the hallway for that purpose. Excuse me. Basically, the blue badger you thought was just a stupid doll. How can this be? Guess that there's your whole theory about it being your attacker right out the window. But that can't be right. Maybe the culprit hid the doll somewhere. Then he laid down and pretended to be it himself.
Not so fast!
The criminal couldn't even hide himself in the hallway. How could he hide a giant doll? Do you get it now? Thanks to your presumptions. Your logic started off weak and led you to completely wrong conclusion. Get off your high horse. Mr. Edgeworth. Hey, I wonder if you could please input the new information. You don't know when to quit, do you? I can't quit, not until I declare that I've found the truth. Agent Lang, for the additional information, you have my thanks. There you go again. Well, see if I care. Okay, I'm updating the recreation now. That looks really weird. Look how it changes from the blue badger into the proto badger all of a sudden. It's something with badger was just a doll. Where was my attacker? So that's what we're gonna find out, right? Let's go. Yes, let's. This recreation can't be right. There's contradictions. This is where the proto badger shows up in a recreation. It's just a doll. I bet the one who killed this blue badger was the bad badger, right? According to the Blue Badger Bible, it says that they are each other's worst enemy. All because one's an ally of justice and the other is a vile criminal with a gun. Perhaps they were just destined to battle each other, much like the Steel Samurai and the Evil Magistrate. Let's see what the issue is. Hold on a second here. There's something wrong with this blue badger. Huh? Like what? The way they built on him is opposite of how it should be. You make a mistake? Can't be. I inputted the image data exactly as it is in the pamphlet. So then, why is the blue badger dressed up reverse? It's the Predator Badger who struck me. I suppose I should really say that it is Lance. Oh, are you gonna get him back? I need not resort to violence. Lawsuit, I think, the freedom of court will suffice. Really? Because I totally would have decked him right back. If someone steals from me, I steal something from them. If I get hit, I hit them back. If I get paid, I return the money. That's the secret to how a great thief works. Replica of myself. You were totally oblivious to what was behind you. Huh? Yes, I suppose I walking away. What happened to me? It was incredibly dark. With all the more reason I should have been more alert. I vow to never be caught by surprise again. Yeah, those are supposed to be combined. Well, I see how, but... Okay, do you remember what you said earlier? What I said earlier about what? How this building might as well have been a house of mirrors? Oh, that would explain the reverse or mirror image. Yes, this blue badger might be nothing more than the reflected image of the real one. And was the blue badger you saw just a reflection? When I looked down this hall, I thought it was perfect. However, if there was a mirror... Oh, then it would actually form an L shape. I was to see. The hallway was almost pitch black. There was a beam in the way that obstructed my view of the hallway. Okay, but why build this place like this? It's not for the Okay. Each house is just another attraction at an amusement park. I created a mirror wall for a very specific purpose, one I can point out to you. This is the reason I built it.
Take that!
As it's written in the pamphlet, the main draw of this attraction is the mystery of the disappearing badger. You mean they built the mirror for that trick alone? But you said you saw the badger, so it was definitely still there. That was true at the time, however. Doing this allows someone to make the blue badger disappear. To remove a reflected image, simply move the mirror. First, the mirror was constructed so that it could be moved. Then beyond where the mirror was, an empty hallway had to be. Oh, so when they wanted people to see the blue badger, they would open the mirror. When they wanted to hide it, they simply had to close it again. Weird. This explains why the other side of these fragments have a design on them. Ah, and if the pattern is the same as the other walls in this hallway, when the mirror is closed, it would blend in with the rest of the walls. This is the mirror trick that this haunted house employs. And now this also proves the existence of a hiding place for the culprit. Also, think about it, okay? There's a place that was outside of my field of vision.
Take that!
There was a very large blind spot, one I could not see beyond. If I sail on it hit the other side of the moving mirror, you wouldn't be able to see him. You didn't even need to do anything to the blue badger doll. Exactly. All I had to do was wait for me on the other side of the mirror. Wait, hold on. I just thought of something. Well, shouldn't the mirror all be broken right now in reality? And since we have a few shards of it, we could probably assume it is. Yes, it's most definitely broken. The question is, when was it broken? Since we found these inside the victim's costume, that would mean that the victim was there when the mirror was broken. Wait, that sound. Leave the money and go, now. That sound I heard was most definitely the sound of a mirror breaking. Okay, I'd like you to input some information. Ah, don't scare me like that. Sorry, but I need you to recreate something. Sure, whatever you need, so what do you need anyway? Do you first recreate this hallway just before I entered the dining room? You got it. Now this, I believe, is how I was right before I entered the dining room. Well, at the time, I thought it was but a single straight hallway. Inside. Around then that I heard the sound of a mirror shattering. You heard what? Then, I guess I believe then that the mirror was broken. Then, when you stepped outside into the hallway again, mirror wall should no longer exist. Okay, please create that. Got it. Wait, but with the mirror gone, the culprit lost his hiding spot. Where did he go in his proto-badger suit? That's easy enough. With the mirror gone, he simply hid himself in the branch hallway. I think this about wraps it up. Looks like we finally solved everything. larger contradiction. An even larger contradiction is now reared its head. What? Perhaps you didn't notice, but this recreation contains a very troubling inconsistency. Inconsistency between what I saw and the recreation as is.
Take that!
Okay, take a good look at the end of the hallway. There's no blue badger there. Exactly, the blue badger I saw in reality is not here. This is the final point on this long chain of logic. The last remaining contradiction. So let me get this straight. You came out of the dining room. You saw a badger, right? That is precisely where the final contradiction lies. Something that shouldn't exist was there before me. Who or what do you suppose it was? I believe this is the real identity of our mystery. Whatever. Mystery badger.
Take that!
Badger I saw was, in actuality, the dead victim's body. What? Agent Lang, the entirety of my complete logic is my final decisive piece of evidence. The murder happened in the hallway of the haunted house at the time of the drop-off. You can consider the moment I heard the mirror breaking to be the real time of death for Mr. Deacon. No. Maybe it was due to their fighting, or perhaps it was the life-shattering bullets. But no matter what the cause was, the hallway mirror wall was broken.
Not so fast!
You were in the house at the time, right? Are you telling me that you missed the sound of a gunshot?
Objection!
There were a variety of sound effects playing at the time, all for theatrics, I'm assuming. The gunshot must have blended right in. Yeah. Now then, I'd like you to recall something. Who was it that was the victim? Who was it that was with the victim at the haunted house? Who was the one who had the opportunity to rob the victim of his gun in his own? It was you, Lance Amano. I'm sorry. Not like I had a choice. Oliver turned on me all of a sudden. He snapped and turned violent right after I hung up with you. He shoved me to the ground and straddled me. I fought back as hard as I could. Grabbed his gun, I shot him. The bullet went through his body and shattered the metal. If I hadn't taken his gun and shot him first, I would have been the hardened criminal. He escaped from jail. See, that's justified self-defense. The boy was only trying to protect himself. That remains to be seen. Solved in court. The rest of you? As if you were the one in charge around here. Guys, arrest these two and get them out of my sight. Wait, I had nothing to do with the murder. The only person you should be arresting is Lance. Dad? Oh, fainted. Sorry, but you're not slipping away that easily, Mr. Ernest Amano. You tampered with the evidence that you could cover for your son. What a great dad you are, willing to risk it all. Truly touching. By the way, why? possibly know the answer to such an asinine question? You warned me. I came all this way from across the sea just to see you, you know? You came to see me? What's that? I have a few things to ask you, Mr. Amano, about a case from 10 years ago. A case from 10 years ago? Oh, what's the name you used for the case? Sheena. It's known as the KG8 incident. KG8 incident? Ah, so you remember it. Good. And you recall that the trigger in that case was the Amano Group scandal. Specifically, in charge of an internal smuggling ring. At the time, the person that was arrested as the ringleader was Mr. Amano's very own secretary, Colin. Even though you pushed the crime onto your then secretary, Mr. Devereux, I was suspected that you were involved in smuggling Mr. Amano. Mr. Devereux was arrested and placed in you. Which is why, when he broke out, he hid him from the police, right? You hid him in exchange for his sentence on your little dirty secret. Now. Please calm down. Honestly, I have no idea what you're talking about. Couldn't be ignorant all you. We're taking you down to the precinct anyway for a nice long chat. What the? Who the heck was that? Oh, shit. Isn't he dead? Hold on. When did that first case take place? I'll take him down to the precinct if you don't mind. Who the heck are you? I'm Jacques Putzman, and I'm the prosecutor in charge of this case. Oh, Jacques, thank goodness you're here. Don't jerk me around. This is an Interpol case, so keep your paws off my suspect. Sorry, but I can't comply. I've got the backing of the prosecutor's office. See, in this country, we prosecutors work with the police to bring to court. So if you could please cooperate with me here, that'd be great. And how about a handshake to seal the deal? Sorry, but I hate prosecutors, the whole lot of you. Guys, arrest the two suspects. Sure. Oh, I almost forgot. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth, I'd like to thank you. Thank me? For working so hard to fulfill my goal. I don't know way to thank someone? What the heck is that supposed to mean? You were so relentless with Lance that you forced Ernest to tamper with the evidence. Thanks to that, I finally had a legitimate reason to arrest him. How does it feel to bite the hand that feeds you? The hand that feeds me? I'm not sure I follow. Thanks for pretending with me. You're the one, right? You're the prosecutor that's working for Mr. Amano and the smuggling ring, right? No, I would never do such a thing. What the heck? Our intel's never wrong. Your prosecutor's office, there's definitely someone working with it. top of that, your mentor was Manfred von Karma, right? There were non-stop running around about forged evidence with that guy. You're not twisting the truth behind the closed courtroom doors too, are you? Courtroom is a place where the truth is revealed. Well done. Not only a whole lot of you can't be trusted. Prosecutor who never lost in 40 years. Every defendant must be found guilty. Go by that kind of thinking. But anyone know that courts produce nothing but falsities or lies. Prosecutors. Rest assured, the next time we meet, I won't be so forgetful. Where did she come from? I love her. She copies him. Don't you forget it. Please wait. Agent Sheena. Why does Agent Lang hate all prosecutors so? Lang is the head of the long-honored House of Lang. Heads of all police related are of Lang blood. Were? What do you mean by that? Aren't they still? They were revered. That was long ago. They don't hold that sort of sway anymore. It's all because of the courts. How can that be? The prosecutor once and tampered with the evidence one of the Lang detectives. That evidence appeared pretty tarnished. It cost the Lang family its honor and trust. But not all prosecutors. Even so, Lang will never respect the court again, or any prosecutor. Agent Lang is a man of all courts and is Man, what a piece of work that. Come on, Jim, we'd better catch up. We still gotta deliver that thing to the old man after all. But you had met him before? Like a gumshoe. I believe it's time we wrapped up and headed out ourselves. Yeah, are you going home, Mr. Edgeworth? No. I've done nothing but be entangled in one mess after another since my return. Something's messing me up. Act 14. This is the day before. This is wild. If it's alright with you, you can drop me off at my office. No problem, sir. Excuse me. Yes, what is it? That is very much. Oh, it's okay. Don't need to thank me, pal. Just doing my job as a detective. Guess I was fooled pretty badly by Lang. Oh, cruel fate. What's a woman to do when she's been hurt by the one she loves? And to think I've never realized my father was right there. I never said anything. Do it. I'm a failure. Ah, there she goes again. Miss Potts. I wonder if you know why your father participated in the kidnapping. No, I have no idea. Your father died while he was trying to stop me. Which means that from the beginning he had no interest in the sage self. Wait, then why did he... I believe it was because of your presence, perhaps. I didn't realize that the two of you were related. Which is why he used you as a hostage to coerce Mr. Deverett. As a felon, he could not tell you his real relationship. However, as the Amaro family butler, apparently it's easy to watch over. All he could do, that was the shape of his overflowing love for you. Go on, speak your mind. That is... Thank you very much. You're welcome, although there was no need to thank me. Oh no, Lauren, stop. I mean, this man's so much older than you. Looks like you've completely stolen her away, Mr. Edgeworth. Way to go, sir. Your technique is way beyond the level of a great thief. What are you going on about now? Wow, your deducing skills may be sound, but you have no street smarts. Mr. Edgeworth for ya. Yeah, I mean, he still hasn't figured out who I am at all. Huh? If you haven't remembered in all this time, I guess I'm gonna have to just say it. This isn't the first time we've met, you know. What do you mean, pal? Mr. Edgeworth? How do you know this girl? Looks like you totally forgot me too, Gummy. Here, maybe this will jog your memories? I promised I'd return this to you one day, remember? That single piece of cloth took me back far into my past. To that fateful day 7 years ago when I first met the then child and Detective Gumshoe. Oh, that's when I met my boyfriend. Oh, the end. Okay, that's the end of that. Ooh, and I got an award achievement. That's the end of the Kidnap Turnabout. Interesting how people think that they can just throw their money about, you know. About right. So, looks like the next episode is Turnabout Reminiscence. Probably. If you're watching on Twitch, it'll probably be a minute before I get part. Yeah, maybe not. This game is kind of a lot to try to do from start to finish. But yeah, starting to together. 2 more episodes, and then I'm curious to see part 2 because I'm curious to see what the localization team. Anyway, so that's the end of episode 3. Kidnap Turnabout. Well, we're hanging out.